Hi, I'm Harry.
I'm Johnny.
We're Third Party, and you're watching Toasted.
Third Party, welcome to Amsterdam.
Thank you very much.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you guys doing? Because you've been touring with Don't Let Eddie Know, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Scotland was a couple of days ago.
And then we did Bangkok not long ago. Yeah. So we've been about with Don't Let Daddy Know. Yeah.
Wow, man.
Always
What's so special about this night? Because a lot of people talk about it, and I mean, I'm an old guy. I've seen everything. I go like, okay, bring it on. What makes it so special?
I think just the production level is just on another level. Each one just keeps getting better, I think. And then this one, especially Amsterdam, we know that last year was very special. So we're really happy to be doing this. So yeah, we're on in a couple of hours, and yeah, can't wait for it.
Two guys from Essex, right?
Yeah.
Friends for a couple of years,
Just about, yeah.
living the dream. Apparently, how do you pull it off?
What's the magic?
Yeah.
How do we pull off still being friends?
Yeah, that too. But I mean, to be friends, to decide to start playing as a couple, to decide to make music and pull it off, playing gigs, having a fantastic album out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
What's the magic?
the magic to still being friends this long, I think, is like we have to argue every single day about something. It's just like it's like a relationship or something, yeah. So yeah, and then yeah, music-wise.
Yeah, I think we were lucky that we just sort of went into the same class in school and sort of knew each other, and then it's helped being two people. We keep each other motivated, inspiration. It's just easier when it's two. So yeah, we luckily connected, and we're still here, sort of. Don't know, 10 years later. So yeah.
But you guys were clubbers before you decided to get into music, right? I mean, you went to what I just overheard your interview before this. Is you guys went to Ministry of Sound, which is of course a legendary place. You went there, you saw I don't know who play, and you thought I want to do that too.
Yeah, I think we knew of dance music before going out, but I think from the point of clubbing and just experiencing what it is to be in a club with everyone enjoying that music, that was when we were like, this is something we would love to do. And then on top of that, we actually just love listening to the music as well. And again, the time we sort of were growing up was a really good time for all the new producers coming through. So from Deadmau5 to then Toolroom were doing well with Mark Knight. Then we learned the early Swedish House Mafia. It was just a lot of new things coming at that point. So inspiration was really high for us. So we couldn't help but just be like, let's do this, and then put in the effort. And luckily we've got to we're having a career, so it's amazing.
Did you guys actually get a chance to see? Because I mean, you're pretty young still. Did you get to see? You're looking great as well. Yeah, bringing it on. Did you get a chance to see Paul Oakenfold back in the days, or Sasha play, or John Digweed play? Because back in those days, like the British DJs were untouchable. Like they were the number one by far. And then suddenly all these Dutch DJs crept in. But did you get a chance to see them play?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, all of them actually that you mentioned, and still they're still doing their thing in the all over the world. But yeah.
So what do you reckon? How come the Dutch DJs became so popular apparently overnight?
I don't know. I think a lot of the Dutch guys we meet are just very, very focused and just very, like, they're going to make it happen. It doesn't matter how, just the business side is just they make it happen. And then I think the country just love dance music. Like, it seems like everyone just comes to the shows. Like tonight, the amount of people that are going to be in that stadium is crazy. So I think that helps that it's just one big community of dance music. So I think that's maybe why they've pushed more to the top of the ladder than maybe other countries have. So yeah, we're representing England as much as we can. So
what I like actually about the whole dance scene is that a lot of people help each other out. You know, especially the Dutch guys. Everybody helps each other out. They play each other's tracks. They appear at each other's albums. And I think maybe is that a typical Dutch thing? Because it didn't used to be like that in the UK, right?
I think you hit the nail on the head there. Yeah, there's such a like family vibe with the Dutch DJs. They all want to help each other. There's no like, like rivalry, but which there definitely is in some other countries. So I think that definitely helps with Holland.
You guys have an album out. Skip everything. We're talking music now. Finally, guys who issue an album, because right now a lot of DJs, and I'm repeating myself because I'm saying this in all the interviews we're doing, I'm so glad that we find artists who release an album, because a lot of people choose just to release maybe an EP if you're lucky, but definitely a couple of singles a year. An album. So why?
we felt it was just the right time. We'd been making we'd only been doing singles, as you said, and we wanted to show what we can do as a body of work, a real collection. And we know that we love listening to albums, and then you almost have more love for that artist because they've taken you on a journey from that first track to the end track, and it's something you can just press play and then let it go on, rather than having to just do your playlist all the time. So we're like, right, come here, play the album, and then see what you like. So yeah, I think we always thought we were going to do an album at some point, and then the timing of it just seemed right. And to have it out is a great feeling.
Were you guys anxious when you started this project? Because I mean, releasing an album is not a small feat, right?
Not in the beginning. I think we got more anxious as it went on, and we weren't hitting the deadlines. And you have to be have to finish with an album, especially at the moment. Like you said, it's already a long process, so we had to get it. Every track had to be done within a certain time frame. So when we got towards the end of the year, that's when we started getting anxious.
I love the artwork. Who did that stuff?
Thank you. Yeah, a guy from Sweden, Victor. We had some inspiration from like this building, like sculpture we'd seen, and we felt like it was at Burning Man. Burning Man. Yeah.
Amazing.
And the inner child sort of reaching out, it just felt like it captured the word hope as well. So, and then visually as well, we like the fact that it can work when we're playing in the clubs, and it has that dark feel as well. So it just captured everything that we wanted to come across with the music.
It's from our live visuals as well. So like everything on the album and all the music videos are also our live visuals.
11 tracks, so that means they're probably, it's going to be tricky, but you probably release vinyl as well?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, vinyls has had quite a bit of a jump in the last couple of years for people wanting to have it. So yeah, that's nearly ready, and then CDs as well. So
nice.
Watch the space. Yeah.
Hey, title is Hope. Is this like a little politically charged? Because we have Brexit, we have Donald Trump right now, a lot of going on, especially in Holland as well. Political wise, we have. We have the same shit actually going on. So is it politically charged?
It wasn't at all, no. But by coincidence, it happened to have come at quite a convenient time, shall we say. That you're right, it is seems like we did it on purpose, but we didn't. But if it can give people hope in these bad times for those reasons as well, then that's good too.
Are you guys hopeful yourself?
I think so, yeah. I think we have to say that now that we've done an album called it. But I think it's just about just trying to be, when you say like be hopeful, it's just sort of finding that motivation and inspiration in everyday life to just keep pushing forward and working hard and trying to do something you love, and that's kind of what I think we do. So. Do
you notice, because you travel a lot, do you notice anything about Brexit yet? I mean, is it tougher for you guys? Is it more expensive to travel yet?
Not yet. It's tricky to know now because it's going to take time. When we don't get let in to Amsterdam next time, then it's not.
DJ will go like, this is going to fuck up my travel schedule, you know?
It's true. I think, ask us in 6 months. We'll see where we're at, but we're okay for now.
The pound dropped a bit, so food is expensive on tour now.
I met a couple of journalists in Iceland, and they couldn't afford food there anymore because they were eating hot dogs all the day because they were like, well, normally like a pizza here was 20 pounds, and now it's 40 pounds because the pound dropped.
Hopefully it doesn't get that bad for us.
Hot dogs every day, it's not too bad. That's not too bad.
That's what he eats anyway. Yeah.
Well, you guys are making millions anyway. Hey, outstanding track. Veins is a fantastic track. I like it.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's one of just a real progressive house track that we loved making actually.
Yeah, sort of bang on the style that we want to make. Like that, if that was maybe the track on the album that most sort of sums up like exactly what our sound is, I think.
A track with, or it's a remix probably with Martin Garrix, Lines in the Wild, already 16 million plays. Well, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, we that came out in May, and it just felt right to put it on the album. Yeah. And then the amount of plays it's having is crazy, and when we play it out live, it's one of the best ones to play. So, yeah.
He's a beast. He's a beast for numbers.
Yeah. How did that get together? Actually, did you just pick the track and ask, "Can we rework it?" Or?
Well, no. It's just a collaboration. So like we had the initial idea, and we sent it to him, and he was like, "Wow, I love this. Let's meet up in the studio." So then we met up with him in London for a couple of days, wrote the vocal with him, and yeah, it was a very quick process. You know, he likes to work fast. He knows what he likes. So yeah, no, it worked out really good. If you know, sometimes collaborations, you know, you start it and it doesn't finish, but that was like within a month we had it done. So
When people start talking collabs, I'm always like, right, yeah, collab. Yeah, I send you a file, you send me a file, somebody mixes it, we have another song. But this is actually a collaboration.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and yeah, like you said, them 2 days in London, we really got together, put our heads together, and yeah, it was quick, but it was a proper collaboration. Yeah.
Another thing you guys mentioned, now you're talking about London, is that a lot of clubs are closing. Is it really, is the government like really coming down on the clubs? Or I thought the whole thing with Close Your Fabric was off.
It's a combination. Yeah, it's back on now with Fabric, but that's the problem. There's a lot that are just having trouble with, you know, they're getting the petitions and I don't know. It's a combination of the government. It's a combination of maybe the clubs can't keep running. They're not getting enough people in, But overall, the scene is still great in the UK. There's still people that love going out. We still have some of our best shows in London, Ministry of Sound, and then Liverpool up north is always one of the best ones for us. So, I don't know. I think it's just cycles, isn't it? Like, sometimes they're doing well, then it's not so good, but it's not too bad at the moment. We're hopeful. We're hopeful.
I wonder why. Hey, what holds the near future for you guys? More touring, because tonight, of course, Don't Let Any Know, which is fantastic. You're going to raise the roof, and then...
we've just started our tour for the album now. We in London, France next weekend. What else are we doing?
Liverpool, some other countries, Ireland. I think we're doing. Yeah.
Don't you think it's strange that actually, I mean, you must have dreamt of this moment where you could be able to travel the world and play everywhere, and now you do it. You don't even know where you're going.
I know.
I think that's more the lack of sleep. This is our third show in 3 days, and I don't know. I know where we are right now, but I don't know where we're going next week.
No. So the touring now, and then also the exciting part for us is like musically in the studio. It's like a fresh page again. The album's out. That's doing its thing in the world, and then now we're about to sort of really work on the next thing, because we like to spend time working out what we want to do rather than just sitting there and just making, and then so now it's like fresh page. It's exciting. We're going to be fully motivated again. So
Hey, to wrap this up, you guys have your own label. What if I'm looking at this interview and I've got this great demo tape, just send it over?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Demos at releaserecords.net, and yeah, exciting times for the label. We've got some young artists we're bringing through this year with some new music, and then we're doing the shows at Ministry in Liverpool, and so it's going to be a great year for the label.
What style of music are you looking for? Anything?
Mainly progressive house, but like just real clubby journey music. That's really what we want a release to be. Like when people go, oh, Release Records, they're like, right, that sound progressive house. Like some labels, you're not too sure what they might be, but we really want to make a stamp this year of this is what Release Records is. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Thanks so much for your time, guys.
No worries.
Thanks for having
Thank you
us.
very much, mate.